What's something people don't know about their spiritual journey? It's uniquely theirs. Let's uncover it together. Here at Faith Explorers Hub, we dive deep into the mysteries of faith and spirituality. Whether you're searching for answers, looking for inspiration, or just need a moment of peace, you've come to the right place. Our videos guide you through the journey of connecting with the divine, one step at a time. From ancient wisdom to modern practices, we explore it all, together. So if you're ready to embark on this journey with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with our latest videos. Remember, your spiritual path is uniquely yours. Let's explore it together, right here at Faith Explorers Hub. Join us, and let's find your spiritual enlightenment, one step at a time.
The identity of God lies at the heart of many religions. For Christians, this question becomes particularly complex when considering Jesus. Did Jesus, as the Son of God, promote the same God worshipped by the Jews, or did his teachings introduce a fundamentally different deity? This question has fueled theological debates for centuries, with profound implications for understanding both Judaism and Christianity. This essay will delve into the different perspectives on this crucial question. We will explore the Orthodox Christian view, which emphasizes Jesus' fulfillment of Jewish prophecy. We will also examine the Gnostic perspective, a movement that viewed Jesus as revealing a God distinct from the God of the Old Testament. Through this exploration, we aim to shed light on the historical and theological complexities surrounding Jesus' teachings and their impact on our understanding of God. To understand Jesus' teachings, we must first acknowledge his Jewish context. Jesus was born a Jew, raised within the Jewish tradition. His teachings were deeply rooted in the Hebrew Scriptures, which he frequently quoted and referenced. He observed Jewish law and participated in Jewish rituals. A key tenet of Judaism is the belief in one God, as expressed in the Shema Yisrael prayer. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Jesus himself affirmed this belief, as recorded in Mark 12:29. He constantly referred to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as Father, emphasizing a direct connection to the God of the Jewish people. While Jesus upheld core Jewish beliefs, he also challenged the religious authorities of his time. He criticized the Pharisees and Sadducees for their hypocrisy and legalism, accusing them of prioritizing their interpretations of the law over its true spirit. However, it's crucial to note that Jesus' critique targeted human interpretations of God's will, not the nature of God himself. He emphasized love, compassion, and mercy as central to fulfilling the law. His teachings aimed to reform Jewish practice, not replace the God at its core. He sought to draw people closer to the God of their ancestors, not distance them from their heritage. While Orthodox Christianity views Jesus as affirming the God of Israel, Gnosticism, an early Christian movement, offered a radically different interpretation. Gnostics believed in a dualistic worldview, where a lower flawed deity, the demiurge, created the material world. They contrasted this demiurge with a higher transcendent God, a being of pure spirit and light. This dualistic understanding formed the foundation of their interpretation of Jesus. Gnostics saw Jesus as an emissary from the true higher God, sent to liberate humanity from the demiurge's flawed creation. They believed that Jesus' teachings aimed to awaken people to their spiritual nature and lead them towards the true God, hidden from the world's corruption. Section 5. Jesus and the Demiurge, a world divided. In the Gnostic worldview, the God of the Old Testament, Yahweh, was often equated with the Demiurge. Gnostics viewed Yahweh as a jealous and vengeful deity who trapped humanity within the material world. They pointed to passages in the Old Testament that depicted God's wrath and punishment as evidence of his flawed nature. In contrast, they saw Jesus as representing a God of love, compassion, and forgiveness. His teachings about turning the other cheek and loving one's enemies stood in stark contrast to the Old Testament's emphasis on justice and retribution. This stark contrast fueled their belief that Jesus came to reveal a different God, one who transcended the limitations and imperfections of the demiurge. Section 6. Seeds of Doubt. Interpreting the words of Jesus. Even within the Gospels, certain passages have been interpreted as hinting at a distinction between Jesus' teachings and the God of the Old Testament. Jesus' frequent use of the term Father to refer to God, for instance, could be seen as emphasizing a more intimate and personal relationship with the divine, distinct from the more distant and awe-inspiring God of the Hebrew Bible. Similarly, Jesus' teachings about a kingdom not of this world and his promise to set you free could be interpreted as pointing towards a reality beyond the material world and the God who created it. These interpretations, while open to debate, provided fertile ground for Gnostic ideas to take root and flourish. Section 7. The Church responds, rejecting dualism. The early Church Fathers vehemently rejected Gnostic interpretations of Jesus and the God he proclaimed. They viewed Gnosticism as a dangerous heresy that undermined the unity of God and the integrity of creation. They argued that the God of the Old and New Testaments was one and the same, a God who is both just and merciful, both transcendent and immanent. The Church emphasized the physical resurrection of Christ as a testament to God's power over both the material and spiritual realms. They argued that Jesus came not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it, revealing the true depth and meaning of God's covenant with his people. This rejection of Gnosticism solidified the Orthodox Christian understanding of Jesus as the fulfillment of Jewish prophecy, not its antithesis. Section 8. Modern Echoes, continuing the conversation. The question of whether Jesus promoted a different God continues to spark debate among contemporary theologians and scholars. Some argue that Jesus, as the Son of God, embodies the fullness of God in a way that transcends previous understandings. They point to Jesus' unique authority and his claims to forgive sins as evidence of his divine status. Others maintain a more nuanced view, acknowledging the complexities of biblical interpretation and the limitations of human language in describing the divine. They emphasize the continuity between Jesus' teachings and the Hebrew Scriptures, while also recognizing the unique and transformative nature of his message. This ongoing conversation reflects the enduring power of Jesus' teachings to challenge and inspire us, even centuries after his time. Section 9. A bridge between worlds. Conclusion. The question of whether Jesus promoted a different God remains a complex and multifaceted one. While Orthodox Christianity firmly maintains the unity of God and views Jesus as fulfilling Jewish prophecy, Gnostic interpretations offer a radically different perspective, emphasizing a dualistic worldview and a higher hidden God. Ultimately, each individual must grapple with these interpretations and arrive at their own understanding of Jesus' teachings and their implications for understanding God. What remains undeniable is that Jesus' message of love, compassion, and forgiveness continues to resonate across cultures and throughout history, inviting us to deepen our relationship with the divine and with one another. Thank you so much for joining us on Faith Explorer Hub today. If this video encouraged you, don't forget to like, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to the channel for more faith-building content. And if you want to dive deeper into topics like this, be sure to visit our website at faithexplorershub.in for more resources, articles, and ways to grow in your faith. Thanks again for being part of this journey, and we look forward to exploring more with you. God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.